To the Canaanite Gate, and then we walk through the Israelite Gate. We were just looking at the Canaanite Gate to Laish, the name of the Canaanite city. Now we're looking at the Israelite Gate into the city.
It has 5 standing stones at the back and an altar in the front. You're going to put your sacrifices down into the lap, not going to the high place at the gate. Let's come on into the gate. And this is what we found the flat of the house of David.
We got groups converging on this place, so let's get in line. It's crazy. It's like all the groups that are here are like at the same time, at the same places. So let me just talk a little bit about here. But there's something here that we really want to concentrate on and take a mental picture, because we want to understand something about Jerusalem in regards to where we are. But I'm going to let this guy finish so that I can really go through it. So before we go into that, we're going to see what's called the Tel Dan Stele. How many of you have heard of the Tel Dan Stele? Okay, so a stele is just a Greek word. Don't let that throw you. It's just a carved a stone that's been purposely shaped to stand upright and bear an inscription. So think of a cemetery. We still use steles today, okay? And so there's different kinds of stele that are set up, and the Tel Dan one is called a victory stele. And it is one of the Aramean kings, and they argue about who, but most likely it's Hazael. Okay, who is bragging about the victory that he had of conquering the city. So imagine he had this whole big stele set up, victory stele, saying, I am awesome, I killed all these people, I took this place, I'm so powerful, you know, this kind of thing. And then later, when the Israelites took back over the city, what would they do to that stele? They would break it up, and they reused it in these walls, you know, when they're repairing it. And so down here, where we walk past, and we'll walk past again as we go out, is where that was found. Fragments of it, not the whole thing, fragments of it. The first fragments of it they found in 93, and I think it was 93, wasn't it? 93, and then the next one, yeah, so they found the first fragment of it, and then the critics who were trying to say that David was a myth, claimed that they had planted this. So they came back the next season and excavated very thoroughly in that area and found more fragments of it. There was this debate going on in scholarship on whether David was a myth or whether he was real. When this was found archaeologically, debate over. End of story. Okay, and the reason why is because this is an inscription dating to the 9th century BC, where the king of Aram is bragging about defeating both the northern kingdom of Israel, the king from the northern kingdom of Israel, and the king from the southern kingdom of Israel. And instead of saying southern kingdom of Israel, he says, I defeated the house of David. Okay, and so it's one of the most important archaeological finds ever found in regards to the Bible. We're going to see it. We're going to see it in the Israel Museum. Okay, and so just understand, it's called the Tel Dan Stele because it was found here at Dan.
It was the only time that the house of David was mentioned outside the Bible. It's in this place.
So we have that, and we're going to be learning a lot about David and the house of David. because the house of David is the one that God promised would endure forever. And so if you're going to have a dynasty found in an inscription, nothing better than the house of David. What event does this relate to in our Bible? Another name that is, it's very fragmentary, but another name preserved in this inscription is Jehu.
Yeah.
And so that's why Hazael is the one that seems the most likely. Because Hazael is in league with Jehu in the Bible to end the house of Ahab, right, and start his own dynasty.